Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Carrie Lockwood here from the Cozy Acre in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Carrie, thanks for jumping on with me.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Flowers are something that brings so much joy to so many people. And I know there's different flowers with different seasons. And I just really wanted to talk to you about the Cozy Acre, how you got started with your business and what you're doing in the community. Is that okay if we talk about it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. So when people ask you how you describe the Cozy Acre, how do you describe your business?
So I'd say that we grow pesticide-free flowers. They're all locally sourced and grown to freshen up their home. You can feel good about bringing it into your home. Yeah.
Yeah, and you told me actually one thing that I think is really neat is you have these subscription options too, which is really it. A lot of businesses are starting to move to that. So it's a really, really smart thing, but I'd like you to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that absolutely. So the nice thing about the subscriptions is that they're prepaid. So you pay ahead of time. We have two different options here. We do a fall subscription and a spring subscription. And the fall subscription, we have two options. So there's the deluxe and the classic. And the deluxe is you get 8 bouquets and you pick up weekly. So it's when we start to finish, you get a fresh bouquet every week.
Um,
The classic is every other week, so bi-weekly, and you get four. And then the
awesome.
spring, yep, we do like a tulip subscription and spring flowers.
And yeah, again, from a business point of view, because obviously I work with business coaches, and we've really talked about, how do we continually make those customers, those clients happy? And a lot of time, you're really able to present or put it out at the table, pun intended, those flowers. But when you're doing those subscriptions and you're having those multiple touch points, so I'm really excited that you shared that with us. I just think it's really, really interesting from a business point of view. So
Yeah, it's wonderful, especially for something as perishable as flowers too, because honestly, that's the hardest thing is getting your flowers out there fast. And with a
yeah,
subscription, they're already bought, so I don't have to market as much,
sure.
which is wonderful because then people they know what to expect. They know that they're theirs and they can just come and get them.
Cool. Love it. So
Yep.
you've been in business for 2 years now. What were your plans when you started your business and how has it changed?
Um, so to be honest, when I started my business, I probably didn't have as much plans as I should have going into it. I just knew I loved flowers. I knew I loved growing flowers and to offer a pesticide free option for people. I feel like that kind of pushed me into where I am.
Yeah.
um, the subscriptions that was always on the back of my mind. Like that was when I started. I'm like, I need to have something that people can like a community kind of thing. Like this is yeah, like a subscription, and that kind of fell into place really early on.
That's really cool. Yeah, and I think about, the pesticide free option. You've got little kids. Look at those beautiful kids in the background there. Like, when you're thinking about all the different things that we bring into our homes, if there's something that we can bring in that we know it's safe, it's organic, so to speak, and it looks beautiful. You don't have to worry about the kids if they're chewing on it or whatever, if something happens.
Exactly.
Worry about that. So
Yeah. And it's amazing like how I mean, I think just this day and age that we've learned how important it is to kind of eliminate what we can.
absolutely. So it's not going into our water, it's not going into the earth. So thank you for that. So, I mean, speaking of community and taking care of the environment, what is the biggest way that you're impacting the community?
I would say, I mean, besides just people getting fresh flowers that are beautiful and pesticide free, we do offer what we call is a nursing home nominee nomination. And it's occasionally throughout the growing season where people can donate money. And what we do is we'll bring like this big giant bucket full of like single flower stems with vases, and then people nominate like a nursing home in particular. And so we'll downsize to like one nursing home, and then we'll drop off the flowers, and they can arrange their bouquets themselves and like freshen up their room.
That gave me goosebumps. That is
No.
beautiful. Like seriously, when I think about, my great aunt who actually just passed away not too long ago. Like, just
Mhm.
you want them to feel amazing and having these beautiful things and just so close to earth, because sometimes they can't even get outside and get to that.
Exactly.
So that is
Yeah, and it could like it's amazing to like hear stories too, like some women or like the older women, they have history. Everybody has history with flowers, it's like it brings back memories or it gets their creative juices flowing where they can arrange something. So
say that I actually have a black-eyed Susan tattoo on the beginning of
yeah.
the ear, because my great grandma or my grandma Susie,
Oh,
that's her favorite perennial. And so yeah, it's something that just it hits you so close to home, right?
absolutely. Yep. Everybody has that flower that like takes them somewhere. Yep. That's cool.
So what is one challenge that you have faced that other business owners could learn from?
Um, I think being a newer business, the number one thing would be marketing for me.
Mark.
Marketing is definitely it's an art that can be challenging, especially like social media makes it so easy to post and stuff and to be discovered, but it's still I just marketing's hard in general.
It can be really hard, and you have to be creative, and you have to understand the science behind marketing too, the algorithms and the impressions and all that. So definitely, and I'm so glad that you bring that up, because a lot of business owners think that during a recession that they need to slow down their marketing, and that is the opposite of what you need to do. You need to be seen, you need to be out there. So thank you for bringing up marketing.
Yeah, that hands down is the number one challenge. But then I'd say if I had to pick a second, it would be time management for me.
Well,
Yeah.
you got a lot going on, so
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I make lists. I'm a good list maker and I stick to them.
smart. Thank you for sharing. It is smart. You have to stick to those, right? Get them done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what does the future look like to the Cozy Acre? And do you have an exit plan?
Yeah, so I'm super excited. We are working on what we're calling a bloom bar. So my grandpa, a little backstory, my grandpa, he used to raise ostriches, so random, in the 90s.
Okay.
And he had a horse trailer that he would cart these ostriches to and from. And it's been it's a work in progress, but
Yeah.
we're gonna convert it into a mobile bloom bar.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So are we thinking spring?
Hoping. It's a lot of work. So we'll see what we can get done this fall and winter, especially with being pregnant. We'll see what we get to. But the plan is next year. I'm really hoping that we can start introducing the Bloom Bar to yeah.
Sounds
Um,
great.
yeah, and then another one that I'm really excited about is we have over 600 peony plants that we planted last year. So they're going to be coming into production, which
And they bloom in June, right?
yes. Yep.
Okay. You're gonna have a busy June.
Yes, we are. Which is good. They store really well, so it'll be good.
Congratulations. My final question for you today, Carrie, all subjects open. What inspires you most?
Oh, I'd have to say my kids.
Mm.
They really, I mean, it's so generic. It's like such a,
No.
but watching them, like they just go for it. Like they live their life to the fullest. They take every opportunity they get. Um, my kids truly are such an inspiration to me. Like,
Love that. Well, and you were able to build this business around your kids, for your kids, right?
and that's oh my gosh, having them, that's another huge thing for me with this business is they get to be there with me. They get the joy on their faces is just out of this world.
Well, so if somebody wants to connect with you, to get a bouquet from you, to subscribe to these fall and spring bouquets, what's the best way for them to contact you?
First through my website. So it's thecozyacre.com. I have a contact option on there. So just fill out your question, the subject, and then I'll get back to you with that. I also have an Instagram that I'm pretty active on, which is the Cozy Acre.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations in business for 2 years. Excited to see this bloom bar that you're going to be bringing to 2024. It's Take care, and you have a
Thank
great
you.
2023, and congratulations on that next one
Thank
that's ready to bloom.
thank you. Yeah, I love it.
Bye.
Thank you.